Hi. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dom. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I typically make bookish content, movie content, and anything else in between because I like to do whatever I want on this channel, and tonight's going to be movie content. So for today's spooky season reaction, I am going to be reacting to 1941's The Wolfman. I guess this is basically about a werewolf. There's no other way to say it. I don't really know anything about this movie other than that. I do actually remember my dad praising about the transformation scene. Growing up, he always brought it up a lot, and how back in the day especially, it was a huge thing because, you know, the 40s didn't have the technology to do that, and yet they still got away with it. So I'm very excited to see that scene. Otherwise, I know nothing about it. I keep saying nothing, but then, every time I say the word nothing, I remember, little tidbits I learned about these movies as life goes along. But when I was trying to, find a version of the film, I did see on YouTube, someone made a video of the kill count. So I know he's going to be killing a lot of people, too. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say, so let's get started with the reaction. I was gonna say, I don't know anyone in this film, but I do know him. He was Dracula. And I did react to that last year. Isn't that sad, though? The older movies get, the less and less people recognize the actors. I'm sure some of those people had to be big movie stars back in the day, and yet I only recognize the one guy. A disease of the mind in which human beings imagine they are wolfmen. According to an old legend, which persists in certain localities, the victims actually assume the physical characteristics of the animal. There's a small village near Talbot Castle, which still claims to have had gruesome experiences with a supernatural creature.
The elder, next in line of succession and so forth, is considered in everything. The younger frequently resents the position in which he's found and leaves home, just as you did.
Yes, but, Father, I'm here now.
Fortunately. But isn't it a sad commentary on our relationship that it took a hunting accident and your brother's death to bring you?
Well, it really isn't as bad as it sounds.
I wish I could just own a telescope like that in my own home. Can't even fit a desk in my room, and yet this guy's got a big, big ass telescope. I swear there's some things about 40s fashion I wish we could just bring back. I loved the way women used to wear their hair back then, and I really liked the guy's style back then. I said this in one movie reaction, I forgot, but it was a 40s movie. But this, the whole fedora thing, the way the suits fit on them, and the way they would wear trench coats, I kind of want to bring that back. Men look so handsome like that. I mean, I know we make fun of fedoras now, or at least we used to. That used to be typical 2010s humor, but if you know how to wear them, you look great in them.
What I'm really looking for is something half-moon shaped with...
Half moon.
Full-time professional, rated by One Family Magazine, #1 clown.
My room?
Yes. Would you mind getting them for me?
Well, they're not for sale. What kind of cane would you like? We have day wear or evening wear.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
This one, it's very...
We need to bring back canes, too. Just carrying a cane around for no reason.
No, that's a wolf.
A wolf? A wolf and a star. I mean, runs around on all fours and bites and snaps and bays at the moon?
Oh, even worse than that sometimes.
What big eyes you have, Grandma.
Little Red Riding Hood was a werewolf story.
What's this pentagram business?
Every werewolf is marked with that and sees it in the palm of his next victim's hand.
You know, I haven't had my fortune told in years. How about tonight?
No.
Bad Omen. I kind of miss the days when, movies would just info dump the way she did and just got straight to the point. That's probably why this movie's only 70 minutes long.
Oh.
I don't want to go alone. I'm really afraid of the dark. And you see, I wore my cane, too.
This is Jenny Williams. She wants to have her fortune told, too. I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr.
Just call me Larry.
If you don't mind, Larry. You've come to have our fortunes told. Can you really read the future?
I will not disappoint you, my lady. Will you step inside, please?
Do you mind if I go in first?
Alright, but it's Dracula.
Well, maybe if you took a little walk with me, I could tell your fortune.
So sly. We love it.
Can you tell me when I'm going to be married?
Wait. What's that on his forehead?
Your hands, please. Your left hand shows your past. Your
Is she gonna have the thing?
shows your future.
Ooh! Well, and then if that means he's a werewolf, right? Because if they see the, what am I trying to say? The perpetrators see it on their victims' palms. So that means he's a werewolf.
What's that?
I don't know. Never heard anything like it before.
Stay here.
Oh.
Oh, Larry. Larry, what happened? What's the matter?
A wolf.
What happened to him? A wolf bit him.
Master Larry, what's happened?
He was bitten by a wolf.
A wolf? Nonsense. Haven't been wolves around here for years. Where did all this happen?
By the marsh. That woman came to help.
Just escaping before the old drama starts. I don't blame her.
Jenny Williams. What about her? She's been murdered, sir.
Wolf? Gypsy woman? Murder? What is this? What makes you say she was murdered?
Her throat, sir.
The gypsy who passed through town this afternoon. Was he killed by the same animal, Dr. Lloyd?
No, his skull was crushed by heavy blows with a sharp instrument.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, a stick with an horse's head handle.
It's not a horse's head, that's a wolf's head.
Mr. Frank, them tracks back there. A wolf.
Take it out, Twiddle.
Very well, sir.
Found on scene of tragedy. Silver-handled stick mounted with a wolf's head.
Is Larry gonna get in trouble now?
Is this your stick? Well, of course. That's the one I killed the wolf with. He bit me. Look here. That's funny. Must have healed up.
Oh my god, they're gonna think he's delusional now.
Paul wants to question him. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, go ahead. But don't try to make me believe that I killed a man when I know that I killed a wolf.
Yes,
Yeah.
A dog or a wolf attacked Jenny Williams. That's proven. When she cried for help, Larry and Bela went to her rescue. It was dark. Excitement and confusion. The gypsy was killed.
What about Bela's bare feet?
He just didn't have time to put his shoes on.
What about this non-existent wound?
Larry imagined he'd been bitten. After all, the beast jumped at him and tore his coat to shreds.
That's actually like, without like being the viewer who knows the truth, that's actually a very good explanation of what could have happened.
There is nothing to pray for, sir. Bela has entered a much better world than this. At least so you ministers always say, sir.
And so it is. But that's no reason to hold a pagan celebration. I hear your people are coming to town dancing and singing.
God
and making
forbid.
merry.
You walked was thorny, through no fault of your own. But as the rain enters the soil, the river enters the sea, so tears run to a predestined end. Your suffering is over.
Oh, listen to him. There's a fine father for you. How dare you permit her to walk out with other men when she's engaged to Frank Andrews?
She didn't do anything wrong.
Anything wrong? It's because of her that my little Jenny was killed.
Now, that's enough.
She's to blame. I always knew that innocent little face was just a
Now, come on, outside, go
Jesus.
again.
You'll not get rid of me before I know the truth.
I mean, she's not to blame, but like I understand the anger.
Yes, but she has a visitor.
Larry Talbot?
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, that's all right. I want to see him, too.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's cute.
Frank, why were you so rude?
Well, I'm sorry, but couldn't take my eyes off that walking stick of his. Gwen, be careful, will you?
Careful.
Yes. He's been
I
away
mean-
for 18 years, I know, but he's still the son of Sir John Talbot.
I like her.
See.
I wouldn't even be walking around with that stick anymore. With all those rumors flying.
Well, there's something very tragic about that man. I'm sure that nothing but harm will come to you through him.
Feels like an omen.
Go ahead and shoot before he bites you. Bad luck.
Oh, he looks like he's about to cry.
You killed the wolf.
Well, there's no crime in that, is there?
The wolf was Bela.
You think I don't know the difference between a wolf and a man?
Bela became a wolf, and you killed him. A werewolf can be killed only with a silver bullet, or a silver knife, or a stick with a silver handle.
Oh, I'm sick of the whole thing. I'm going to get out of here.
Whoever is bitten by a werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself.
Oh, quit handing me that. You're just wasting your time.
Yikes.
The wolf bitch, wear this charm over your heart always.
All right, I'll take it. What's it worth to you? I'll give you...
To show me the wound. Go now, and heaven help you.
Yikes. Okay.
Gwen, I won't need this. I want you to have it. It'll protect you.
Oh dear. Will it work on her though?
I never accept a present without giving something in return. Here's a penny.
It isn't enough.
Girl, she's engaged. Ooh, breaking the fourth wall. I love that. Ooh. Yikes. I've seen this before, like a still of this. So it's cool to see this in action. That's some great costuming and makeup though. I love how Belo's straight up animal though, like a straight up canine, and then this guy Larry, you could I like how Larry's form is still humanoid. Oh no. And Bela had that in his head. So I guess wherever they bite you, that's where it forms. Oh, that means Bela got bit in the forehead. Poor thing.
Richardson was killed last night, the gravedigger. The tracks lead up to this house.
Footprints?
No, animal tracks, a wolf. The scientific name for it is lycanthropia. It's a variety of schizophrenia.
That's all Greek to me.
Well, it is Greek. It's a technical expression of the good and evil in every man's soul. In this case, evil takes the shape of an animal.
It's a good way of looking at it. Good and evil. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I also read somewhere there's like one legend or something that says if you're a terrible person in real life, you're reincarnated into an animal. So I don't know if that has anything to do with werewolves, but still an interesting tidbit.
Now, others of us find that good, bad, right, wrong are many-sided, complex things. We try to see every side, but the more we see, the less sure we are.
Nuance.
However, I do believe that most anything can happen to a man in his own mind.
Time for church.
I wonder too, the whole like black and white conversation. Oh God, so awkward. Before I get back to that point, like it's like, can you imagine how guilty he must feel? But it's like he can't hide himself because that would make him seem even guiltier. But anyway, as I was saying, because the whole conversation about black and white, how people see things, you're either very good or very bad. There's no nuance. It's got me wondering, with Larry in particular, because of how guilty he feels right now and how scared he is. And he did seem like a nice guy from the beginning of the movie. Makes me wonder if his, like, wolf version is going to be truly evil, pure evil, no redemption type of creature.
It isn't a wolf.
What do you mean?
It's a werewolf.
Werewolf? Maybe he's right.
He's gonna confess.
Do you believe in werewolves?
I believe that a man lost in the mazes of his mind may imagine that he's anything. Science is...
How could he hypnotize himself with it?
It might be a case of mental suggestion plus mass hypnotism.
You mean by that he could be influenced by the people about him?
Yes.
Oh, come now, Doctor. You're letting your science run away with your common sense.
Have you ever met a werewolf, Doctor?
Not that I know of. So, John, your son is a sick man. He's received a shock that has caused definite psychic maladjustment. You must send him out of this village.
You're talking like a witch doctor. My son is ill. The best place for him is in his own home, proving his innocence.
Does the prestige of your family name mean more to you than your son's health?
Ooh, it's interesting too, because if they had not shown him become a werewolf, like, it would have brought in the question of ambiguity. Like, is it really all in his mind or is it real? I think that would have been an interesting take on this movie. Oh, yikes.
I've lost the trail, sir. Well, he can't have disappeared into thin air. Take Phillips and work around the marsh. See if you can pick up the trail down there. Right. Come on, Frank.
I thought he...
Good.
Okay. The way this was played out, I thought like they were watching him suffer like that, but I guess not. Thank God for this woman.
But as the rain enters the soil, the river enters the sea, so tears run to a predestined end. Find peace for a moment, my son.
It's Master Larry.
What are you doing here, sir?
Why, the same thing that you are, of course, hunting.
Who was that?
Larry Talbot.
You would think that limping kind of gave him away, though. Oh, he's gonna bring her into this. Oh no. There's 10 minutes left of this movie, and my battery's gonna die right then, so I'm just gonna charge it real quick.
I can't stay here any longer.
Oh, let me go with you. I'll fetch a few things and be back in a minute.
No. I'm going alone.
But I can help you.
Oh, so girl, you're kind of engaged.
I still got the charm you gave me, remember?
Yeah, I know, but I'm afraid.
I just want to know if that would... Oh, God, that answers that. I was going to say, I just want to know if that works for her, because the charm was given to him to... assuming to stop him from turning into a wolf. So, like, even if he was to attack, would that stop anything from hurting her, you know? Like, if it was given to him to presumably stop turning into a monster, like, what's it going to do for her?
I was caught in a trap tonight. I don't know how I got there. The old gypsy woman helped me get away. And now they're all out hunting for me.
Listen to me. You're Lawrence Talbot. This is Talbot Castle. You believe those men can come in here and take you out?
No.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Get fast to the chair. All the windows are locked. bolt the door so that nothing can get in or out.
Dad,
What is it?
take the cane with you.
What do I want with a cane?
Please. Just take it with you.
He's a good
Please.
dad.
All right.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
In the morning, you'll have conclusive proof it was all in his mind.
What did you do?
Strapped him to the chair. Turned him to the window so that he could see something of the hunt.
I hope you won't be sorry.
Dr. Lloyd.
We'll see. I'm kind of already getting the hint that Dad's going to be the one to kill his son.
Don't be startled, Sir John. You have the silver cane for protection.
I love these shots too, of like the people in the distance of the cemetery and all the fog. I love what they did with the lighting. It makes it so eerie and creepy.
I wanted to be with my son. I was going.
Yes, Sir John, you were going? Hurry, Sir John. Hurry.
She's so done with the drama.
You've forgotten it takes a silver bullet for a werewolf.
And he got out.
You'd better come with me.
Oh, no, I've got to find him.
Come with me or he will find you.
Let's listen to the voice of reason. Girl. Yep. Well, I'm glad the dad listened to him and grabbed it rather than, like, because I know the dad was a disbeliever, but thank God he listened. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully he's not going to die. I'm just, you know. There you go.
The river enters the sea, so tears run to a predestined end. Your suffering is over. Now you will find peace for eternity.
I have chills.
When?
Okay, she lived.
The wolf must have attacked her, and Larry came to the rescue. I'm sorry, Sir John.
Larry.
I want that to be the story they tell. Wow. I hope that's the story they tell. Like, after being demonized by these people, I think he deserves that. He deserves to go on a good note. It's a lie. But he deserves... I want people to believe that of him. You know. So that was The Wolf Man. I finally watched it after hearing so much about it growing up. And it was a good movie. I mean, it's not, like, the best thing I've ever seen. But, like, I mean, I don't dislike it by any means. It was fun. It was good. Like, solid 3 out of 5 star movie. I know at one point in the video I was mentioning that I was wondering, because the whole, like, black and white thing, good versus evil, like, I was wondering if, since Larry as a human was so good, which you can't argue given how, like, guilty he was about all these deaths, it made me wonder if his wolf would be, like, the worst of the worst. But I guess, obviously that wasn't really explored. Kind of wish it was, but also, like, this is a movie of the 40s, like, it's short, sweet, and simple. I also... You know, sometimes I do love a good, short, sweet, and simple movie. I do like the ending of the dad's character arc, because when he was, like, introduced in the beginning, and, you know, him and Larry were reuniting, blah, 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 I kind of got, I don't want to say dismissive, but a very cold sense from him, that he was, like, given the stuff he was saying about his son, like, it took all this for you to get over here. Like, I felt like he was kind of cold towards Larry, and I do like how at the end, despite not believing the words Larry was saying, he still did what Larry asked, you know, he still tied up Larry, he still took the cane, even though he thought it was just a bunch of hogwash, essentially. And, you know, I do find it interesting that it was the father who ended up killing Larry, because of that. Because Larry was essentially asking his father to protect the town from himself, and by killing Larry, that's what the dad's doing. The dad may not like it, because yes, he just killed his own son, but he is protecting the town. Also, like I said, I do like how they're ending Larry's story where, you know, Gwen was attacked by a wolf and Larry came and saved her. Because one, obviously now Larry gets to have this happy ending after going through everything he went through throughout the movie, but also it leaves that sense of mystery, because going into this I was expecting like all those men to watch Larry transform back into a human, find out that werewolves are in fact real, but no, it was only the father. So the whole town is still thinking this wolf is real. And I think that sense of mystery adds to the horror element of this movie. And it is also kind of bone chilling, because us as the viewer, we know what happened, but these poor souls don't. But also, luckily, now we know these poor souls are going to be safe and there's no need for them to worry about this wolf anymore. So I guess like a bittersweet ending, that may be too strong of a word, but like, yes, Larry is dead, and yes, these people are still going to fear this wolf, but we as the audience know they don't have to anymore. And yeah, that's about it. That's really all I have to say. I'm glad I finally watched like the werewolf movie. I feel like this is the one. It's obviously not the original werewolf movie. When going through Letterboxd, I did see more. I did see that there's a silent film of this, but I feel like when people talk about werewolves, this is like the original in everyone's minds. This is the one everyone turns back to. So on that note, stay tuned for next week. I don't really know what next week's film is. I'm just going with the flow here, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the drill, and without further ado, I'm gonna peace out, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao a tutti.